Welcome to Naughty Angels. We are Tuesday and Gibran Rivera. We are coaches and facilitators, and we do all sorts of stuff. But here, we are offering advice. Think of us as like a devil and a devil on your shoulder, maybe, to give you a little bit of naughty advice. Now, we hope it's good advice, but the questions might be a little naughty and our answers might be a little spicy, and we welcome you to it. What do we got today?
It's a question from our friend Lindita, and Lindita says, we often find ourselves being reserved around certain friends and family, constantly battling between what is too much or uncomfortable for the other adults around us. For example, we open mouth kiss for 15 seconds for our first wedding kiss. We got our photos back of that moment, and some of our family was looking away in shame.
Oh,
Others said it made them hot. Of course, we keep respect, time, and place in mind, but we're passionate and want to be free. The question is, how do we navigate shame and even jealousy when we are open with love?
do you want to take the first pass at responding?
I think we all need more public displays of affection in this country and in this culture. I just think it's so important and so necessary, and it's okay for people to be uncomfortable. When I travel to Latin America, I see lovers making out in every corner, and I think that's so beautiful. I know that you and I are very affectionate with each other, and that we actually had to make a decision because our kids were not too excited about it, right? And they had gone through divorces. It was uncomfortable for them. And we made the call, a call that some listeners might feel controversial. But we said, no, we are going to teach them affection and love. We're going to be respectful enough, but they're going to know that love is something to be expressed.
Well, I love this. And I'm thinking, Lindita, if you wanted anyone to curb your enthusiasm for PDA, Gibran are not the ones, right? We're like, yes, love.
Because
Why wouldn't we have more love in the world? I want to say a couple of things, right? Because, like that's kind of my orientation. And culturally, from the Midwest, we're a little more contained, I think, a little less exuberant than Puerto Ricans in general. So it might take some getting used to for people, but that's also okay. Like they get to be pushed and pulled and stretched. In terms of your wedding kiss, that gets to be exactly how you want it to be in every single way. It's starting off your new life together. I'm sorry you have some dismayed people in the pictures, but I'm also delighted that you went for it in that first kiss of your new marriage. I also love that Lindita said a couple of things. One is dealing with shame and dealing with jealousy. I think we are still in the US a very puritanical culture generally. We don't know what the cultural backdrop is, but we know that shame around sex or sexual expression is one of the things that drives healthy desire, healthy expression, healthy navigating sexual energy underground.
that's right.
And so, you know, think it is right to be respectful and thinking about the people around you. Of course, you've already said that you are, but there's something about saying no to the shame, right? Like, there's nothing for you and your partner to be ashamed of. Kissing as you'd like at your wedding, holding hands, perhaps sitting on each other's lap. Like, people don't have to like it, but it doesn't have to make you feel shame. And it might also be a reflection of their own shame, which you cannot take on. Even if you wanted to stand by your partner like this, that person still has sexual shame to work through,
That's
right?
beyond the shame part. There's other reasons for discomfort, like people's narratives. I was here thinking, and I love my mama. I think she's the most amazing, most understanding, most remarkable and wise person. She's been married to my dad for 51 years. They're very Catholic. So divorce was not a thing she was excited about. I remember a Zoom New Year's gathering or something, but you had just come in to my life. And I just remember you had your legs on me during the call. And she was first getting to know you. And I knew she was uncomfortable. I don't think it was from a place of shame. It was a transition. She didn't know you. She didn't know what I was up to. So there would have been all kinds of reasons for me to ease her into something. But I know this was real. And I'm like, well, she and they and whoever will eventually get it. So I stopped worrying about it. I made a choice to continue to express love.
And it wasn't disrespectful. Right. I feel your care in it. I feel like you're not, who cares what anyone thinks? I think that's not what we're saying. I think we're saying allow people to grow and be uncomfortable. As long as you're being respectful, our children, same thing. Like, of course, we wouldn't open mouth kiss in front of our children, but we are going to hug each other and tell each other we adore each other. And sometimes that's uncomfortable for the kids, but there's nothing wrong with that. It's a line and it's a line of discernment, but you get to make it. And sometimes you might cross over and sometimes you might not go far enough up to it. But there's something here around you not having to take care of other people's feelings that I think is really important.
Thank you, love.
And can I say one more thing? Or
Of
would you have something else?
no, I was wrapping up.
Okay. Well, I got more. All right. So I think the other thing Lindita just said is a very, kind thing is, shame. And she said jealousy. And I think there is something here. We have answered questions from people who are struggling to find love. And it can be painful for them to see folks in love. They can experience envy and jealousy. And you don't have to protect those folks either. But I wonder if there's a way to both be respectful or cognizant of that and also be fully within what you and your partner want to be in. Right.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Like sometimes we could say, oh, they're just jealous and dismiss them, but they might be jealous because they haven't experienced the love you're experiencing. And that's what they really, really want. And to like me, I'm like, how can we be tender towards that without diminishing your expression?
It's never, there's a mistake we often make beyond this question. We think that the compassionate act is to hold yourself back or make what you have smaller. And that's not it. What you want to do is say, this is real. This can happen. This is possible.
Jerome, I want to ask you because I feel like part of what you brought to me early in our relationship was this idea that our love, our expression of our love could actually enfold people, could engulf people. And I find that, I mean, if they want it, we'll ask for consent, all those things, but I find that often you and I are quite affectionate with each other, but we're also affectionate with other people.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's like I'm a lover to you and we love each other and we express that. But the people I care about, I also fold them in.
Yeah, the way I talked about it was when you're making love, you're actually creating it, you're generating it. And that love that is made into the world. It certainly feeds the people that are making it, but the cup flows over into the world. Yeah.
And so is there a way for this question asker to love and express that to her partner and have it respect and then turn around and give it out?
Beautiful.
Right. So that it doesn't have to stay right here, but it can actually be bigger and maybe, you know, be a balm for some of that shame or jealousy, but just your cup that overflows with love. Why don't you give it?
Let it overflow. That's
Yeah.
the answer.
Yeah.
I love you, princess.
I love you.
Mwah.